Hello friends, it's Sarah from Sweet Scents from the Dollhouse. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, welcome back. Today is Thursday, you know what that means. It's Throwback Thursday. Thank you to my subscriber Latoya who chose Scentsy's Flower Child. Some people might be like, well, that's not much of a throwback considering this was a new release in the spring and summer 2017 catalog, but it is so good. I can't help myself, and I'm super happy that my subscriber picked this one. I had also had a subscriber tell me when I first started this channel, probably back in July or August, that this was a dupe of Juicy Couture's Viva La Juicy. So I love this. You know I ran out and bought a bottle. It is pretty much a dead-on dupe of Viva La Juicy. I find like the only difference is the perfume has a bit of a caramel note to it, which I'm not a super fan of, but the caramel note doesn't last very long. So yeah, other than that, they're the exact same. Once that caramel note rubs off, this is it. Some people might think of dupes as a bad thing. I've even heard some people say, Scentsy doesn't make dupes. Yeah, they do. For instance, Lucky in Love is a dupe of Victoria's Secret's Love Spell. This is the dupe of Viva La Juicy. I've heard that Vanilla Ode is very similar to, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a Perry Ellis cologne. I've also heard that Southern Evening is a dupe of a designer men's cologne too. Whoever told me that, comment down below, remind me, jog my memory, because I will run out and buy that one too. That is delicious. In the fragrance industry, it's a long history of dupes. It's not a bad thing unless you're making knockoffs. We have all been there. You know, at Christmas time, oh, I can't remember the company, but they make knockoff designer perfumes and colognes, and it's horrible. You know, it says right on the box, if you like Dolce & Gabbana's light blue, you will like our version of slime green. Smells like cheap aftershave and shame. You know, those ones? Knockoffs are bad. Dupes, there's nothing wrong with that. And if there's fragrance trends, right? So this is a dupe of Juicy Couture's Viva La Juicy, but Viva La Juicy is a dupe of Gucci's Gorgeous Gardenia. And I'm sure if you keep going back in history, that Gucci perfume is a dupe of something, That's how the fragrance industry works. And when someone else is super successful, for instance, Viva La Juicy was released in 2008. It has been going strong for 10 years. And I read an article that says on average, they sell 1 bottle a minute worldwide. Still 10 years later. So I'm happy Scentsy jumped on that train and came out with Flower Child. I would be even more happy if they came out with Flower Child in the body line this spring and summer. Oh, hello. What a great way to sell this to your customers. You can say to them, hey, we have Flower Child in the rollerball now. It's a dupe of Viva La Juicy. So spend $30 instead of $110. And being that it's a dupe and not a knockoff, smells identical, that's a good thing. You know, I would never recommend to my customers go buy terrible knockoff designer cologne. But you know, with Scentsy, they did it right. So the scent notes on this are sweet red berries layered over wild gardenia and sandalwood. You know me, I'm a sucker for anything with sandalwood in it. Oh, I love this. And I'm typically not a fruity floral girl, but this is like the most divine spring scent. And those red juicy berries will transition really well into the summer. I'm so happy I bought a bunch of these at the last 10% off sale because I also find this is a nice transition bar. Grace warms this year round. She's my all things fun, sugary, fruity floral. And this definitely has a sweet undertone to it. So Grace loves it all the time, but I find that this has been a nice break from the heavy fall winter scents, the traditional Christmas scents. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm about up to here with pumpkin, you know. Maybe it's just me, but here it's only January, so we're still in the dead of winter here in Canada. Not quite ready to break this out full time, but it was a really nice treat this week to have. Love it, love it, love it. So in a dynamic room, just over 600 square feet, same as always, 25-watt bulb. I put 1 cube in, and this is a lighter soft scent. So I wasn't getting the coverage that I really wanted from this bar, so I did end up adding a 2nd cube. With 1 cube, this is a banger in a small room. Does amazing with 1 cube. And Grace's, she's got the little garden warmer up there. She only ever has to use 1 cube in a small room. I put 2 cubes in a larger room. And I know I've often heard, you know, well, this fragrance wasn't as strong as this one. It doesn't, just because it's not as strong as, doesn't mean it's not performing well. So some scents are made to be lighter. More specifically, I find with perfumey scents, lighter is better. Because it's a lighter scent, it makes it youthful, you know, sweet, flirty, sexy. You know, if this was any stronger, especially being that it has a gardenia note to it, if it was any stronger, that would be the difference between sweet, youthful, fruity, fun, flirtatious to rich, maybe mature, maybe headache inducing if it was any stronger. Do you know what I'm saying? So especially in this scent, lighter is better. Much better, trust me. So I did end up adding 2 cubes. For the peak of it, I was getting about a 6 to 8 foot throw. So still not wall-to-wall throw, but that doesn't mean that it's not a bad thing. And it lasted for a total of 10 hours. So for Scentsy's Flower Child, I'm definitely going to give it a 9 out of 10 on fragrance. It is gorgeous. Even though it's a dupe. I think it's especially gorgeous because it is a dupe of a very successful perfume. And on performance, I've got to give this an 8 out of 10 too. It was just the right amount of strength for what it is. And I think 10 hours was pretty good. So yeah, I love this. I would definitely repurchase this, and I'm crossing my fingers. I'm hoping that Scentsy brings this back next year. I don't know about you guys, consultants out there, how well this did for you guys last year, but I know my customers loved this. I want to see it in bar form again this coming spring and summer, and I would be pleased as punch if they came out with it in the body line. So as always, next week, first person to comment gets to pick between Scentsy's Jungle Jam, which Ella has been enjoying in her room this week, or Quiver. I'm down to 4 cubes. I'm so sad about that one. Or Scentsy's My Only Sunshine. First one to comment down below gets to pick. Once again, thanks for joining me. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, smash the bell above for future content notification, and I look forward to bringing you more videos daily. Bye for now.